We're recording this the Monday morning after the Oscars. So before we get any further, I have to get everyone's thoughts, of course, on the standout looks and moments from the night. Personally, I can't stop thinking about Ariana Grande's, Schiaparelli Haute Couture by Daniel Roseberry, styled by Mimi Cottrell. I mean, it was just flawless in my opinion. The perfect kind of ending to her Glinda journey, this like major press moment, award show moment. I think it was made with over like 100,000 crystals. It felt like she was in Glinda's like bubble. It just was like a flawless look. On the flip side, Cynthia Erivo, I'm, huge Wicked fan over here, obviously. Her custom Louis Vuitton dress, styled by Jason Bolden. I just loved what they did this entire season. Just absolutely gorgeous statement. Just perfection. Immediate reactions. Erin, I'm going with you first.
Yes, totally agree about Ariana, but as much as I loved her red carpet look, I did like her performance look even better. She changed into a glittery red strapless dress, also custom Schiaparelli like the first look. And if you missed it, the cherry on top was a ruby red slipper jutting out from the back of her dress. Very inventive. Not sure, anyone's done anything similar to that. And I love newness at these award shows.
It was like, I'm also like a crazy Wizard of Oz fan. Like I literally have a collection from when I was 3. So that was like next level. And even her shoes that she wore had like the bow, just like the ruby slippers. Like I just loved it. Okay, Kayla, favorite for you.
I have to go with Lily Rose Depp's Chanel look. I feel like I'm not seeing a ton of people talk about it right now, but I feel like it's one of those things we'll look back on in like a year and just love. There was a small fabric attachment just like right at the waist of Lily's dress and then a halter neckline. And I think something about that silhouette was just really beautiful. And there were little sequins throughout it that kind of just like tied it together and made it feel that much more elevated for an award show, but it was still very true to Lily's style. She had beautiful hair just kind of like coiled at the side and she looked amazing.
Okay, Tara.
Well, I was also really obsessed with Lily's look, and I am like a big vintage freak, which maybe you can tell I'm wearing this like Victorian ghost like vintage top right now. I loved the custom Vivienne Westwood that Cynthia Erivo wore to perform in, which was also custom Vivienne, but inspired by a spring 1997 bridal dress from Vivienne Westwood. That look was called the Love is Blind dress because the model that originally wore it had a blindfold. And I thought that that was just really fitting with the storytelling of, obviously Erivo wasn't blindfolded when she was wearing it, but the whole defying gravity is obviously her realizing that she doesn't care about being loved. She wants to do what's right. So kind of the opposite of Love is Blind. And I thought it was just really amazing to kind of see that dress utilized for storytelling in that way, obviously styled without that kind of blindfold to exemplify that. And so I thought that was really, really special and something that I was super excited about.
So thinking back through, the last couple months, this award show journey, who were some of your favorite celebs overall to watch this season? Like who really, really brought their A game?
First of all, selfishly, I do wish we saw more Zendaya. Otherwise, I really did enjoy Timothée Chalamet's entire press tour. I don't think we've talked about him yet, culminating in that butter yellow look at the Oscars. Bobby, what did you think of that?
I loved it. I would wear it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kind of on that same note about A Complete Unknown, I've been loving Elle Fanning this season. I had the pleasure of being able to attend the LA premiere of the movie, and I have like such a visceral memory of when she walked the carpet in that Gucci dress and those little pigtails. They did such a fun job kind of making references to the 60s, but still making it feel fresh and, Elle at the end of the day. I really loved that for the Golden Globes, there was leopard print in both her red carpet and after party looks. I love a good through line like that. And her Valentino look from the National Board of Review Gala, which is kind of random out of all the award shows that we're talking about, but she looked so stunning that day. And I think she's very good at like these sweeter looks. And I really appreciate that as someone who's like a girly girl in her core.
Yeah, so I've been a fan of Charlie XCX for so many years, an OG fan, and so it's really exciting to see her get her flowers after so long. And she just really has individualized style that I think is rare on the red carpet, where sometimes people are wearing what's popular or what's trendy or what they think will look beautiful. And I think she really wears something that feels Charlie. And at the Brit Awards this weekend, she wore a sheer black Delara dress, which obviously we've all been talking about that, but I thought it was really incredible. And it was hooded, very ethereal, very dreamy. And I just think that everything she wears is kind of hypnotic. At least I'm hypnotized. I'm always like, I want it. I just feel like she just does a really great job at dressing for herself. And that's really special, I think, to see on the red carpet for sure.
Okay, so before we go, I want to play a little rapid fire game. So I'm going to give you a category and you give me the first person, moment, look, whatever that comes to mind. Just like a quick answer. Okay, so best method dressing moment.
Timothée Chalamet in a beanie and a plaid scarf, imitating Bob Dylan to a T.
Sabrina Carpenter at the Grammys, just really leaning into that like Hollywood starlet vibe.
Chappell Roan in the dunce hat at the Grammys while accepting her Grammys. Iconic.
Done. Okay, best glam look.
Okay, Emma Stone when she debuted her pixie haircut at the Golden Globes.
I love Charlie XCX's pale grunge look at the Grammys.
Chappell Roan always. We love to see the drag queen makeup getting their flowers. So
Okay, most interesting accessory.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Taylor Swift's T charm on her thigh.
I love Charlotte Lawrence's like cat Valentino bag at the Oscars.
Sabrina Carpenter's necklace at the Grammys that she wore backwards with the pendant hitting at the lower back.
Okay, most unusual look that actually worked.
Ariana Grande's Oscars performance dress with that red shoe in the back.
I loved Lisa's red carpet look last night. The tailoring felt different.
Cynthia Erivo in a silver raffia gown from Alexander McQueen for Givenchy.
Most show-stopping look of the season, Erin.
Zendaya, Golden Globes.
I have to say Ariana and Schiaparelli last night.
My girl Chappell Roan in the archival 2003 JPG couture gown.
The final big moment, overall best dressed of the season.
Selena Gomez.
Ariana Grande. I just feel like she had no real misses.
Charlie XCX, very brat, and I loved it.
Love it. Oh my gosh, this was so fun. Thank you so much for sharing all your thoughts, all your insights. I absolutely love this conversation.